I'm David Gorton. I'm the Grants and Membership Manager at the Washington Environmental Council. The Washington Environmental Council has been using Salesforce since 2009. Salesforce, like all other donor databases, will tell you who gave, when, and what, and will let you pull out a list to thank them. But what I find most helpful about Salesforce is the campaign functionality of it, the campaign tab, which allows you to really drive future actions and future interactions with your donors and anybody else in your system. So I created a mock campaign to kind of demonstrate this. So I'll try to walk you through it. The first step I did is I created a parent campaign called the 2012 Speed Geek campaign. You can see scrolling down that there's a number of sub-campaigns, the appeal, the email, and then the third campaign that we go to after that. So after setting up the campaign, I created an email campaign where I invited several of my coworkers to attend. You can then see that 3 of my coworkers agreed to come. Doing that, I decided that my next step would send them a second email asking them to make a gift in support of the event. So Groundwire created a little custom report for us called the Merge Contact List. And if you click on that, you come over here. I made one small change to it. I made membership status equals responded, and it gave me the 3 people who responded. This is far more helpful when you're dealing with thousands of people on your list, but it illustrates what I was hoping to do. My next step is I clicked over here on the Add to Campaign function, and I added them to the 2012 Speed Geek Appeal. I was pretty confident that the 3 people that I was emailing would be so excited about Speed Geek that they would want to make a contribution in support of it. Coming over here, you can see the 3 people on my email list, and we can see the 2 people who made a donation. One of them was me. I was super impressed with my email, so I gave $100. One of them was my coworker, Brent. He's new on the job, and he's trying to impress us all, so he's throwing around a lot of money. He made a $10,000 contribution. We will probably be putting him in a different campaign for a little bit more personal attention after that gift. But before we do that, the next step we're going to do is we're going to thank them. Groundwire created a custom thank you report that allows you to very easily pull thank you lists. My next step back is going back to the contacts list and creating a report of people who donated to this campaign, which I then add to the 2012 Nerdlinger Convention. It's a much more exclusive version of Speed Geek, and we're really confident that David and Brent are really going to enjoy it. So what this small example does is it just shows the way you can use the campaign functionality to drive your fundraising strategy with your donors. We use this for our renewal campaign, which we send about 6 renewal messages a year. So if you respond, we take you out of the campaign. If you don't respond, we push you into the next renewal appeal. If you fall out of the renewal cycle, we then take your lack of response and put you into the lapsed member campaign. If you respond with an extremely generous donation, we might put you into a campaign for some personalized follow-up. It just really allows you to really drive your next donor interaction, which is crucial to all of your fundraising activities, really at no matter what level you're at. The same goes with if you're doing grant cultivation. You create your grant campaigns. You add the people that you're hoping to solicit to receive funding from, and then you can create tasks associated with those opportunities to then have follow-up activities for outreach. When is the letter of inquiry due? When is the proposal due? Any sort of additional follow-up that would facilitate receiving funding from that foundation. The same would go if you were soliciting funds from a donor where you would need to make a personal outreach. Who on your board or in your organization would want to make that, you would want to make an ask to that person, maybe give them a programmatic update. Again, you can create campaigns to make those type of asks if you're going to invite those people to a smaller event to discuss these things. So that's it. Thanks.